bitter criticism. Just criticizing. This time we have a very definitive, a very clear subject. Does it? The video that this Ben Gordon guy, I'll show you. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that are happening, and well, this is a site I do recommend this page, this channel on YouTube. Geopolitical Economy Report. Well, it's pretty close to my subject, which is geoeconomy. Well, is a subject I like. And well, this guy Ben Norton is very well. He did a great video with 30,000 views 14 hours ago. I will never reach that audience, I guess. But I guess he's kind of platonic. He's just like I always said. He's kind of platonist. He thinks there's a essence on Trump. Like Trump has an essence. Like arguably this essence could be his soul too, you know. But I guess he's wrong. You know, in politics, not geopolitical economy. Anyway, politics, just politics. A great politician always, you know, have to be demagogue. And I guess just what happened with Trump. Trump just say what mainstream media or people want him to say. Just a moment. I will take this pit bull here. Dobby. Well, there's a video. I will show you the video. This guy, look, this video.
You know what I did? I left troops to take the oil. I took the oil. The only troops I have are taking the oil. Venezuela. How about we're buying oil from Venezuela?
Geopolitical. Look, this channel.
Venezuela was ready to collapse. We would have taken it over. We would have gotten all that oil. It would have been right next to you.
So, geopolitical economy report.
Offensive weapons and tank killers.
And I'm going to show you the full audio.
We here are focused on.
And then they say he left troops in Syria. You know what I did? I left troops to take the oil. I took the oil. The only troops I have are taking the oil. Venezuela. How about we're buying oil from Venezuela? When I left, Venezuela was ready to collapse. We would have taken it over. We would have gotten all that oil. It would have been right next to her. Excuse me, I didn't. I'm the one that gave Ukraine offensive weapons and tank killers. Obama didn't. You know what he said? He said pillows and blankets.
We here are focused on geopolitics and economics. It's very obvious. It's in our name. And an issue that I often try to avoid is domestic, partisan U.S. politics. It's very frustrating to talk about domestic U.S. politics because people tend to be very dogmatic and very partisan. They pick a party, the Republicans or the Democrats. They defend them no matter what. They treat the political party like a sports team or a superhero that can do no wrong. This is despite the fact that, ironically, the Republican and Democratic parties share a lot of their policies in common. The foreign policy that they carry out is 95% the same, this bipartisan orthodoxy. Much of their economic policy is the same. And yet people get angry if you criticize a Democrat. They think that you're a Republican. Or if you criticize a Republican, they think that you're secretly a Democrat.
Well, anyway,
So
this is Ben
before we
Gordon.
begin today, I simply want to emphasize that
I guess it's Ben
I am
Gordon,
not
his
in any
name. I don't
way
remember
Trump.
now. The question is, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not even an American citizen, you know. I will recognize Ben Gordon from this geopolitical report. He's a great scholar. He made a great job in the scholar field, you know. As a scholar, his method is excellent, taking a lot of videos, you know. But my opinion, well, and if, well, I didn't saw the video completely. I didn't see completely this video, but the question is, if Democrats and Republicans, if they are 95% the same, even though, in my opinion, that's an exaggeration, but the question here is what is going to be what's going on, you know, what happened with Trump. If that was a deep state attack, if that was a deep state attempt against Donald Trump's life, and why the deep state is trying to do this. Well, Ben Gordon is saying that this video says that Donald Trump is the same as the deep state, but you know, this is very critical. If I had a larger audience, I will have a lot of problems. But the question is, I'm not a Trump supporter, but forward in the video, they say that he has this platonic concepts, like what Trump really is. In the video, he says what Trump really is. I think that Trump, like a good politician, he doesn't have an essence, you know. You cannot say, in my opinion, you cannot say that about anybody, you know. You cannot say anybody is that's the key question. That's the key word, is. Nobody is, you know. Nobody is. There's no essence. There's not too much cold this morning, so I don't remember who said that, but everybody is their context. All of us, we are our context. It's not context, it's expectations, you know. We are our expectations. We are what we can do in our position, you know. And what can Trump do in his position as a building entrepreneur, as a TV channel owner from the Fox News? Ben Gordon says Trump is a billionaire as well, but what I'm saying, what I was saying yesterday in Portuguese, is that Trump is not an entrepreneur of the weapons world, you know. And so there's difference between all the rich, these billionaires. What I'm saying is not all billionaires are the same, you know. Not all the billionaires are the same. And well, Ben Gordon has an excellent channel. He allegedly lives in China, but he is defending the deep state. He is defending, in my opinion, by what he's doing politically. He's saying that Trump is a fascist, like something like that. He's making a video against Trump, you know. He's making a video against Trump. And well, what I think is that, well, what he's doing pragmatically What he's doing is supporting Biden. That's it. This guy Gordon, Ben Gordon, is supporting Biden, and yeah. So that will be my headline, I guess. Ben Gordon is supporting Biden. If his name is Ben Gordon, if I can remember. But again, this video is nice. It's so good that it's suspect. That's the question in the semiotics nowadays. If you make a great video like that, and I'm seeing this a lot in social media. Inside Russia, for example, this I will show you. This a channel inside Russia. I'm not saying that this inside Russia is a great channel. Is well, I just subscribed, and I'll show you this inside Russia. This channel is not so great, but he is defending why many refugees return to Russia. What? He's not saying nothing about Trump. Well, this guy at least is very problems in Russia mount, taxes rise, criminal flood. Something about Trump. He's not saying nothing about Trump. So this channel, I will not say that this channel is from the CIA, it's from the deep state, like Ben Gordon looks like. You know, there's a problem with Ben Gordon because he says he's living in China. He made great videos about China, but there's contradictions. You know, Chinese people looks like they support Trump, and well, I will make my own comments here. Ben Gordon is saying that Donald Trump, he posts these videos. I'm not sure if I will show it again. Well, he was saying that he was sending arms, weapons for Ukraine. He's saying that Israel should get over with Palestinians. In my opinion, this is very sensitive. This is the key question in the difference between Trump and Biden. Yes, Trump, my opinion, Trump is just say that to keep calm, to keep the deep state calm, you know, to cool them down, to cool the deep state, to cool, you know, because maybe it was the deep state, maybe it was the deep state tried to kill Trump, and you know, maybe the deep state found this Thomas Matthews Crooks, or somebody like him, very stupid young guy, and like him there should be 10,000 people in the United States, you know. In myself, I have this Facebook profile, with a fake name, of course. I have contacts. I have American contacts that says that they're supporting Trump's death. You know, I'm thinking about this particular woman, young woman too. He's like a junkie. He whatever she posts against Trump, and then she posts a lot of things about herself, about his drug addiction, his junkie way of life, you know. So there's a lot of people ruled by the media. You know, the media is so powerful that happens. You know, they control people's minds, people to use drugs too. You know, that's my opinion about the West. The West is just like that. It's very confusing, and well, I guess despite the good job what Ben Gordon did, saying that Trump in this video that I showed, despite all that, the same two options always, the always two options, the eternal two options. The first option is he is innocent, you know. He doesn't know how politics works. He put a video, I will show it again, I guess, later. He posted a video about Trump saying that he will keep the wars going, you know, because somehow that's what America wants. I will say that I'm not sure, but maybe 60% of American citizens, maybe 60%, they don't care about the world, you know. They just want to vote Biden to keep the wars going. They understand very well what is the United States. Is an empire, just like any other empire in history, and they are not against it, you know. They are supporting, in fact. They are in fact supporting all these invasions all over the world. In Chile, for example, yeah, they invaded Chile, they invaded Brazil, they invaded everywhere. They know it. They don't know where Chile is. They just have this feeling about living in an empire, invading everyone, investing on weapons, and that's it. You know, that's the Pax Americana. And they will vote for Biden just to keep that going, you know, just to make war against China, and that's it. So Biden supports, I'll say 60% maybe. And even the Trump supporters, you know, maybe the Trump supporters. But this is a critical time in American history. I'm not a specialist, unfortunately. I'm not a specialist on Democrats and Republicans. That would be nice, you know, to know everything about them, to know at least the 20th century, the 20th century history of American politics. That would be very nice. But in my opinion, something changed. Something changed after the World War II. Something changed, and this change is not innocent, you know. I'm sorry to tell you this. Maybe Ben Gordon is just like my age, you know, but maybe he's this is the second hypothesis. He is part of the deep state, you know. Ben Gordon is part of the deep state. What about that, Ben Gordon? Well, I will stop here to show you the content of Inside Russia. So this side, maybe, again, there's two options. Maybe this is actually a refugee. Maybe this Russian guy, this Ukrainian guy, maybe he is a refugee raising money from good people. I will not say that's not true, you know. I saw with my eyes, with my own eyes, that right here in Chile there are Ukrainian refugees or Ukrainian people, blonde people here, that they are very well treated because of Chilean racism or Chilean priorities in race, you know. But I'm not complaining about race or stuff. I'm just saying that I guess there's a real war because I saw these people.
The screen now.
I saw Ukrainians right here. So that's an index about the real situation in Ukraine. I'll show you this.
Who left Russia about 2 years ago. This time has come. This time is now. We must choose a side. We must make what can be the most important choice in our lives. Howdy everyone, my name is Konstantin, welcome to Inside Russia, where usual Russia is explained by the unusual Russian. No propaganda, BS, or lies here, only truth, common sense.
Oh, so this guy, this Konstantin guy, Inside Russia, is a Ukrainian with a boss shirt.
Before I start, please be
Maybe he is a boss, something, you know, a boss. Maybe he's just a boss propaganda, you know. The question is, this is a Ukrainian side. I guess they are run by deep state. Not my case, you know. This is a channel that YouTube always said, hey, you are posting too much, you know, we want your ID, you know. So in my case, there's not the case. So yeah, so there's two options for everybody. There's always two options for politics: or this guy is innocent, or this guy is stupid. No. Or this guy is stupid, or this guy is part of the deep state. That's it. Stupid or deep state? That's the question. Well, that's a provocation, of course. But I like this. Not well. This guy I don't like very much because inside Russia, this Ukrainian guy is kind of too emotional, in my opinion. Too emotional. This guy actually pray in the end. Well, I will repeat. I will show you again the Ben Gordon's initial video.
Donald Trump suggested during a fundraising event
He left troops in Syria. You know what I did? I left troops to take the oil. I took the oil. The only troops I have are taking the oil. Venezuela. How about we're buying oil from Venezuela? When I left, Venezuela was ready to collapse. We would have taken it over. We would have gotten all that oil. It would have been right next door. Excuse me, I didn't. I'm the one that gave Ukraine offensive weapons and tank killers. Obama didn't. You know what he sent? He sent pillows and blankets.
We here are focused on geopolitics and economics. It's very obvious, it's in our name. And an issue that I often try to avoid is domestic, partisan US politics. It's very frustrating to talk about domestic US.
So that was Ben Gordon from Geopolitical Report on YouTube. And well, my opinion, just like inside Russia is saying, this guy Konstantinov or something, we should be partisan in this time, you know. There's a time to be partisan, to say Biden is the World War III. And I didn't say, but well, even if Trump is the big supporter of Ukrainian war, if that's true, if Trump actually is the big supporter of Palestinian genocide, even though Biden or Trump is advocating, is not supporting Ukrainian war, or well, maybe that video, yeah, those videos were great from Ben Gordon. I take it as I will give that point to him. But in my opinion, he always been innocent, too idealist, because politicians' declarations, politicians' statements, or he's part of the deep state and he wants Biden to make the third world war. There's just two options: stupid or deep state. Where are you, Ben Gordon? Because Biden or Trump could say, yeah, I guess one of the more critical things about Trump is that he's not so hawkish as people like Ben Gordon says. That's the question. That's the real question about Trump. Trump lies. Yeah, politicians lies, isn't it? Well, Trump lies. Everybody says that. Everybody says Trump lies. And why he's lying? He's lying against war. He's lying because his interest, his fortune, he's lying against war in Europe, you know? War in Europe, war against Russia. He's trying to avoid Russia war. That's it. Trump is trying to avoid Russia war, because Russia war, it will be the end of the world. Russia has the weapons to destroy the world. Fortunately, they will not destroy Chile. But what about America? Think about yourself. Ben Gordon is in China. So why he just don't keep calm, you know? Is Ben Gordon really in China? I'm not. I don't understand about this immature behavior, because in the end, supporting Biden will be the war against Russia. No question about that. And what Trump is saying right now is that he will stop the European war. Tommy, Tommy, there's a dog someplace. And we should be partisan. We should be partisan nowadays. We should be against Biden, against Obama. Unfortunately, I'm not a specialist on Democrats and Republicans. Anyway, after the English news, I want to read something in Portuguese, because this is the best. This channel is very interesting because his main subject, it is imperialism. It is imperialism and, well, hard politics, baby, hard politics, revolution and stuff. And then back in Brazil, they are saying that Trump get ease, Trump is get soft, after the attempt, Trump got soft on the Republican convention. Republican, I guess, I'm not sure. Look, I'm going to translate this in real time. United States, after the attempt, Trump cooled down his voice. I want to unite our country. This is from causaoperaria.org BR. Former American president said that he will get his speech in the convention that officialized his candidacy. American press stressed that the attack started from a loner wolf. Well, this will be very hard because translation is very hard. 2 days after the attempt of assassinating frustrated against the United States President Donald Trump, the most important candidate to the U.S. dispute presidents since this year, he gave an interview to the New York Post in which he said that he's ready to the convention of his party, Republican Party, in the next 18th of July. I was ready to give a very hard speech, really great, all about the administration. Well, in my opinion, all this campaign, all these speeches are not great. They are not good. They are just fighting one each other, Biden and Bush. The first debate was terrible. That's not good politics. That's terrible politics. Those accusations. People should discuss about the future, about the future of deep state. If they really want to keep the war on the world, just like always, just like all centuries ago, all centuries in history. Despite whatever Anatoly Fomenko says about the new chronology of history, that's not important. The question is, human history, mankind history is been always war. So what's going on now is American people, if they want to keep the war going, that's the big question. Oh, and there's a dog there with some people. And they are going, maybe that's a pit bull too. Anyway, I'm just translating this article. So Trump says that his speeches are really great, but now he wants to unite their country. In the Washington Post, the Biden, the actual president of the United States, made a speech on the White House He made a speech in the White House. Biden is also saying that Biden wants to unite the country also. Well, you know, there's people coming from the right, the wrong way. I wonder if where they want to come. Unfortunately, my dogs don't obey me. Well, my compatriots, my American compatriots, I want to talk to you this night about a necessity to cool down the temperature in our politics. Remember that despite we can disagree, we are not enemies. We are neighbors. We are friends, co-workers. American co-workers, and we should be united. Yeah, so that he tried to cool down. So that's it. So I don't know why. Well, this article from this channel may be saying that Biden or Trump really felt the pressure, or really felt sorry about the pressure of the attempt. But anyway, now I'm going to try to read something in English, maybe something from CGTN, just to see. But you know, journalism is coward. Journalism is always coward. Nobody will say nothing substantial. Talking about Israel, Palestine, CGTN, Trump, and there's a news about Trump in CGTN. Because as I showed you the last time, Chinese people, they just loved what the poster, the professional poster, even though that was you know, maybe the attempt was true, and the photographer was a sublime photographer, a really great photographer, made a really great poster. About Trump with his fist in the air. Trump formally named Republican candidate picks Vance and as running mate. So Chinese media is cooling down to the question. It's not talking about the they are not talking about the attempt and so on. North America. Trump formally named Republican candidate picks Vance as running mate. Updated, well, this is from July 16, from this very day. This combination of pictures shows former US President and Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump in Doral, Florida, July 9. Donald Trump has chosen 39-year-old Ohio Senator J.D. Vance to be his running mate, as the Republican Party officially nominated the former president to run again for the White House on Monday. Quote, after lengthy deliberation and though Milu! After lengthy deliberation and thought, and considering the tremendous talents of many others, I have decided that the person best suited to assume the position of Vice President of the United States is Senator J.D. Vance of the great state of Ohio. Trump posted on his social media platform, True Social. I will see. Well, the people with the dogs. The people with the dog are going away, but they are waiting for an old lady. They are willing to go to the So this is people come here just to see the cliffs. You know, the cliffs over there are a great Milu. The cliffs are great here. They have a pit bull. US President Joe Biden on Monday dismissed Trump's pick as a clone of Trump on the issues, Biden told reporters before flying to Nevada when asked about the Ohio senator. I don't see any difference. Yeah, that's great. Trump, who survived, yeah, this is the criticism. This is very critical. Trump, who survived an attempted assassination 2 days ago, garnered a majority of votes from delegates at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. He reached the required threshold with votes from Florida, which were announced by his son Eric Trump. Trump will lead the Republican Party to a third consecutive election following his victory against Hillary Clinton in 2016 and his defeat to Biden in 2020. I'm going to read another one. Just 1 minute. This a short news from CGTN. Trump appears at Republican National Convention. Trump appears at Republican National Convention. Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump made his first public appearance since a weekend assassination attempt at the party's convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin on Monday. Trump had a bandage on his right ear, where he was shot on Saturday at a rally in Pennsylvania. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of people are dying, like 24 killed in water accidents in Mongolia over a national holiday. So everybody's dying. A lot of people dying, but none of them are the president of the United States. There were nine people, nine survivors of attempt among the United States president candidate. There's a lot of violence in the United States politics in general. You know, I guess Mexico is a more dangerous country than the United States. Now I'm going to check Russia Today. The US told NBC Whole more about, Biden says no extra debate with Trump. No extra debate with Trump. Yeah, you know, this happened in Brazil too. Bolsonaro just, in my opinion, this was absolutely fakery because nobody saw the knife. Biden says no to extra debate with Trump. Of course, Biden is dying, you know. Biden is so weak. July 16 from Russia Today. Biden says no to extra debate with Trump. The US president told NBC's Lester Holt he will only take the Republican frontrunner on again in September, as was earlier agreed. US President Joe Biden has turned down Donald Trump's proposal for him to redeem himself after his disastrous performance in their first televised debate last month by holding another unscheduled face-off. Biden has faced increasing calls to withdraw from the presidential race after he appeared frail and confused during the June 2027 debate against Trump. According to the New York Times, Democratic donors have been withholding some $90 million in donations in order to persuade the party to replace the 81-year-old president on the ticket. Biden, however, has insisted he is staying in the race. Last week, speaking at a rally in Miami, Trump offered Biden a chance to redeem himself. Let us do another debate this week so that sleepy Joe Biden can prove to everyone all over the world that he has what it takes to be president. He said, adding that the scheduled face-off should have no moderators and be man-to-man. And, well, Biden's decline, and there's just more news. The attempt on Trump's life saw not but two narrow escapes. From Russia Today, people, very, very critical, very censored, very good, very critical. So this is the reality of the world. You know why nobody wants to vote in Biden in the first? Why there's no other candidate but Biden? Because his policy, the Democrats' policies, sucks. You know, nobody wants that. Everybody knows that they are liberal. They are neoliberal. Neoliberalism is slavery everywhere in the world. Everybody hates that in Europe. Everybody hates that in Brazil. People don't know what to do in Chile. They just take drugs, you know, because they know that right now they vote for Gabriel Boric here. That looks very similar to to Donald Trump, vice president. But guess what? Gabriel Boric is just like neoliberal as everybody in Chile. So Gabriel Boric will not have a successor because neoliberalism sucks. Anyway, the attempt on Trump's life saw no one but two narrow escapes. Imagine if the would-be murderer succeed in taking out the Republican candidate. What sort of chaos will that have triggered? By Tariq Cyril Amar, a historian from Germany, working at Kos University, Istanbul on Russia, Ukraine, and Eastern Europe, the history of World War II, the cultural Cold War, and the politics of memory. If you say Front Sumter, most Americans will recognize the place where the Civil War began in 1861, Fort Sumter. Yeah, this is a great article because it's saying that it will be terrible that Donald Trump died, you know. But anyway, I will let this for the bus. I will let this news for the bus. Now I'm going to do my yoga, and I will remember everybody that here in Chile we have Daniel Jadue, former candidate to the presidency. I will try to explain something about Chilean politics. Daniel Jadue, a candidate from the Chilean Communist Party. This was a primary election about like Popular Front. There was a Popular Front about the left, and so Gabriel Boric from the Communist Party supported the right people, just like the Thomas Matthews Crook. People from the right voted for Boric to avoid this guy, Daniel Jadue, and this guy is now in prison because of nothing, because he's too good for people.
Esta gente es la única que se queja cuando mejor le va.
Pero ¿qué hago yo si soy un banco privado? Y como dijo el diputado Jaime Mulet, que los bancos privados no le prestan hoy día plata a las constructoras. Bueno, si esto es un sistema neoliberal, yo tengo que asegurar mi plata. O si a mí viene una constructora para mi plata.
Por lo mismo, César, que tenemos que superar el sistema neoliberal, tener un banco para el desarrollo y tener una banca estatal que le interese Chile, su pueblo y su destino, y no solo los bolsillos de los que más tienen, que no se demoran nada en llevarse la plata para afuera e invertir en otros países cuando la rentabilidad es un poquito mayor. Lo dijo varios economistas, lo han dicho siempre, a ellos les interesa la rentabilidad, y si en otro país te dan un punto más de rentabilidad, prefieren llevarse la plata para allá y no invertir en Chile y dejar que Chile efectivamente se detenga.
Oye, todo lo que estamos hablando tendrá que ver con un un libro que yo me compré hace 4 años en la librería de Disquería Popular de Recoleta, que se llama Desigualdad, del exministro Nicolás Izaguirre.
Just a little bit,
Del sello de Aval.
then I will do more.
Yo aprendí a rayar los libros con
Well, this Daniel Jadue,
141, que es lo último.
he's not died. Nobody shoot him. That you have to recognize that Chile, even Brazil, is not so violent as the United States, where everybody can shoot a president and then get murdered. That's terrible, you know. For this is a terrible violence in the United States because of cultural history, because of cultural issues, and well, this audio I put, these videos are from a podcast Daniel Jadue used to do every Wednesday afternoon, and well, now he stopped doing that because of imprisonment. Honestly, I thought the first thing I thought it was great. Daniel Jadue will do his show from prison. Why not? Well, because Chilean democracy, quoted Chilean democracy. Understand? We don't have democracy in Chile. That's the question. Doesn't allow it to, I don't know, to have a camera and to record, to read news. I'm not sure about nothing about Daniel Jadue. You know, if he can read newspaper, I'm not sure about nothing. I addressed him a letter. I guess he read it. I said a lot of criticism too on my letter to him, and well, I hope the best for him. My opinion, he's too Chilean too. He's too liberal. People should go live in Brazil, and that's what I will do, I guess. I'm not sure. Well, the world is a mess. Nobody wants neoliberalism. That's why they are always getting defeat, like Biden, Gabriel Boric.